Hey collectors, Anthony from Hasbro here, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers crossover with Star Wars, The Mandalorian. And anybody who knows me knows I'm a Star Trek fan, but Mandalorian has a special place in my heart. I actually have a Darksaber. So, we see the figure in the flesh, so to speak, in front of us. It came in vehicle mode, as a number of these crossover figures typically do, although the Turtle van came in bot mode, I believe. Anyway, so before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the packaging. And here is the packaging. It, it's a basic box with a little nice background there. So yeah, pretty good. There's the bot on the front here. So it says the Mandalorian N-1 Starfighter. I don't even think they gave the thing a name. I think it's just the N-1 Starfighter. Yeah, so they aren't really giving it much anything here on name-wise, but yeah. So I guess we'll get into it. So essentially, it is the Starfighter from the show that just converts. So it's not the Mandalorian himself. It's not Grogu. Of course, it did come with instructions in the "Don't Hurt Yourself" paper. So remember, don't hurt yourself. And blast effects aplenty. So we'll just take these off here. I'm worried about putting them on here because these are such fine points, but we end up with these two like middle ones in length. We end up with the short one in length, which I assume probably best for this blaster here, as you see. And then a real long one. I assume there's a place for it somewhere. And then two like ground effects that are meant for like heavy duty something. Look at how thick those ports are. So yeah, he did come with this little handgun, which I just stick in a port here when I'm just storing it, which is probably where it's going to end up back in its box. Of course, it comes on a stand. The stand is both its shield and its cape. So that's pretty neat. So we'll take it apart. It is simply on a 5mm port. The stand takes a while to understand where the clips are. They're inside there, and it's all clear plastic, by the way. It worries me a little bit because of, but I mean, this is so sturdy, but it's clear plastic, you know? Pull this apart, shield on it, there, and then of course you pull the cape apart because here's the joint. So if it'll let me, there you go. And there you go. And the cape, of course, mounts on the back. We'll get to that in a little bit. But and then I'm not 100% sure what this piece is for. This bit back here is super tight, so you can get it to do like this. But man, it's tight. And then, of course, here is the figure. He's just so pretty. This will probably be the only Star Wars thing I collected toy-wise ever. Just like Sergeant Slaughter's probably the only G.I. Joe character I'm going to ever collect. But the canopy does open for your droid and or Grogu purposes. So, very nice. Here's the underside. Not for knowing this is a belt, you'd be like, oh, is this a robot at all? But, so to take apart this piece here and this piece here, and they connect, and this pod can be your little drone or Grogu, whatever you want to imagine it to be. This converts into a pistol lance type situation where you fold it like this, and then there is a handle hiding underneath. I think of this more as kind of like a knight. So that's kind of where I'm taking it from. But of course, anybody who watches Star Wars knows it's supposed to be Knights in Space type of situation. But then you get the rest of this part. The front part is a pain to figure out the exact way to, because you gotta open it up, rotate it, and then it's just whatever. And the legs, And as I'm looking at this, I'm going, wait, how did I do this again? Okay, so I'm gonna start from the way I put it away. So there is this point here on the engine. You just pop it up, and then do it on the other side, pop it up, and that'll allow you to free this piece here. We're not going to do anything with it yet because the next thing we do is pop up this entire front piece and then pull these forward, as you see we've done here. Once we've done that, and then we can... I think this one is the size we want here. Pop this forward. Oops, here we go. Try to get these out of the way. Pop this forward. Just fold these back, and then pop this one forward. And they're tight, and it reveals the head. You flip the head out. There you go. Look at that face. It's Mando's face. Okay, so we pulled that out. Then we're going to flip it back. And it does make a small backpack of sorts. But anyway, fold this forward, and then there is this piece here. Fold out, and then you have to rotate this around because the slot here needs to go into the neck. There's a slot up below the neck here. There you go. And it secures the head in place and fills out the top of the shoulders, I guess. Okay, so the chest is done, and then we can fold this down like this, and we can leave this for right now. The arms, you pull up the shoulders, they clip in. The first time I did it, they clipped in and made a real nice audible sound. Apparently after I've done it once or twice, it's like, nah, we're good. Okay, so flip these around 180 degrees, and they are also very nicely tight. If you had the Cyclonus from Legacy, you would know that these come off to reveal his arms. I'm not saying it's the same mold, but they borrowed some good ideas. And I need a tool to do this. You may be able to get your finger in there, but that's how you free the arm. Slide that back. Repeat on the other side. There we go. I have to say, this is actually a convenient way for hand storage. So, but I mean, you can leave them like this and you just pretend he hovers. Yeah. So the legs are a pain. So you got to separate them, and they are like the rear engine, and then you have to maneuver enough to get the legs to come out of their shell a little bit, as you see, and then flip this one all the way around, and then you do the other side. You can't do them simultaneously because they'll get in the way of each other. Because if you don't do that first, then you're not going to be able to unfold the legs. And then once you unfold the legs, you'll be able to put this piece back. Ooh, come on. There you go. Make sure you're not holding it tight, because if you're holding it tight, you're not going to be able to get the piece back in. Okay, and then flip this. Go down. There you go. Foot. And then this one has a tab on it. Fold it in. Flip down. Rotate foot. And just make sure we get the feet the right way. You want the belt up front. Switch the legs around to the right way. And we got that so far. So far so good. I'm going to work on the back now. And I'm going to put my thumb here to hold this. I'm going to move these like this. So there's the side like this. We then take the cape piece, and it goes into the tab here. And it's just that one piece, and you can make it flush if you want. It does a decent job of filling out the back. And you can give him his weapons. Oops, if I can get it, give him the weapons. There you go. There you go, snap in. Make sure the shoulders snap into place there. There we go. The gun looks just oddly too small for his hand, though. I feel like I'd probably do better if I had it clipped to his shoulder or arm or whatever, like a small cannon there. But attach the... Oops. Let me do this a little bit better. There is a 5mm peg at the bottom of the shield, and you can attach it. And here he is. So he looks pretty good. I really dig the look of the Mandalorian, so this works out rather nicely. A little bit of gap in the leg, but I mean, I think for what it is pretty pretty nice. But I think the cape complements the back end very nicely. Yeah, the backpack doesn't seem to be weighing them backwards at all, so that's really nice too. Of course, we can attach blast effects if we want it. And there you go, and then will it let me do the little one down here? That's kind of funny. Oh, it fall over. So yeah, you get the double blast effect going on. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So let's take a close-up look at him. So let's take these weapons off. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stick this on here. Yeah, because that's pretty much where I keep it when he's in vehicle mode anyway. But yeah, he's just very. I dig the gold, the browns, the maroon, I guess silver. It's just very nice, very knight looking, and other than the waist basically having no friction whatever, I think the rest of it is fantastic. Don't let the waist be what deters you from getting this. If you're a fan of Star Wars and Transformers, definitely worth a shot.
With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on this video. Did you like what you saw, and how was your experience with it? If you would like to see more, check out the on-screen recommendation. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to keep up to date with our latest content. Thanks for watching.